The second chapter is rational numbers. The topics to be covered in this lesson are introduction, definition of rational numbers, properties of rational numbers. The first property is closure property for whole numbers, integers and rational numbers. The second one is commutative property for whole numbers, integers and rational numbers. Third one is associative property for whole numbers, integers and rational numbers. Next one is role of 0, role of 1, negative of a number, distributivity and representation of rational numbers on number line. Before we define a rational number, let us try to understand what are the other number system. We start with natural numbers. To explain what is a natural number, let us take any equation, that is x plus 2 is equal to 5. Here we must find the value of x. Here plus 2 it is in LHS. If you take from LHS to RHS, the positive value becomes negative. So plus 2 becomes minus 2. So 5 minus 2 is equal to 3. Here the value of x is equal to 3. Now we can define what is a natural number. The numbers which we use for counting is called natural numbers, or we can define the numbers which starts from 1 is called a natural numbers. For example, n equals 1, 2, 3, 4 till infinity. And also in this example you can observe 2 is also a natural number, 5 is also a natural number. The result, the value of x is also a natural number, and natural numbers are denoted by n. Then we'll understand what is the definition of whole numbers. To explain this, we'll take one more equation, x plus 7 is equal to 7. Here also we must find the value of x plus 7. See, this is in LHS, we have to take this to RHS. Plus 7 becomes minus 7. 7 minus 7, that is equal to 0. The value of x is equal to 0. So now we can define what is a whole number. Whole numbers are the numbers which starts from 0 or which starts with 0. For example, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, so on. Whole numbers are denoted by W. Now, whether we look at natural number or whole number, at the moment there are no negative numbers. Then we come to integers. Numbers, to explain this integers, we'll take one more equation, x plus 8 is equal to 5. Here also same thing, we have to find the value of x plus 8. If you take this to RHS, it becomes negative, that is minus 8. 5 minus 8, the value of x is equal to minus 3. Students, observe carefully, the value of x is equal to minus 3. Here you are getting the negative value. So we can define integers as numbers starting from negative infinity to positive infinity, or we can say integers are which includes positive value, negative value with 0. For example, 0 plus 1 plus 2 plus 3 so on, or minus 1 minus 2 minus 3 so on, and integers are denoted by Z. So we should know what are whole numbers, what are natural numbers and what are integer. Now once we know this, we come to our topic rational numbers. We'll understand what is the definition of rational numbers. A number R is called a rational number if it can be written in the form P by Q, where P and Q are integers and Q is not equal to 0. Once again I will read this. A number R is called a rational number if it can be written in the form P by Q, where P and Q are integers and Q is not equal to 0. P by Q. P is in numerator, Q is denominator. Just understand student, here Q should not be equal to 0. We will take the examples of rational numbers 1 by 2, 1 by 3, 3 by 4, 8 by 3, etc. These are the example for rational numbers. See, one more thing here we must observe, Q must not be equal to 0. We will take one example, 3 divided by 0. See, 3 divided by 0, it is not defined because it is impossible for us to divide any number by 0 because the result is infinity or not defined, except for this case where the denominator is 0, all the other fraction can be considered as rational numbers. Next topic is properties of rational number. The first property is closure property for whole numbers. Now let's understand closure property. Now the closure property can be verified for addition, subtraction, multiplication and division for whole numbers. Closure means a set that is closed under an operation or collection of operations is said to satisfy a closure property. Let me repeat once again. Closure means a set that is closed under an operation or collection of operations is said to satisfy a closure property. Look at the closure property, the first case in terms of addition. When we look in terms the addition, we take two whole numbers. Let us say we are taking 3 and another whole number as 5. The result is 8. Now when we add two whole numbers, we find the result is also a whole number. So we can say that closure property is true for addition in case of whole numbers. Otherwise, we will take a general form of this. A plus B is a whole number for any two whole numbers A and B. So we can say whole numbers are closed under addition. What about subtraction? When we start two whole numbers, let's say 3 minus 5 or any other example you can take. We'll take 5 minus 7 is equal to minus 2, which is not a whole number. Student, observe carefully, 5 minus 7 is equal to minus 2, which is not a whole number. Minus 2, it is an integer. Minus 2, it is an integer. See, we know the rule, that is, if you add or subtract, the answer or a result must be a whole number, then only the closure property satisfies. Here you can observe minus 2, it is an integer, so the whole numbers are not closed under subtraction. Whole numbers are not closed under subtraction. Or we can take one more example for this. 3 minus 5 is equal to minus 2. Here also the value, the result is minus 2. It is an integer. We'll take one more example. 2 minus 6 is equal to minus 4. Minus, it is a negative value. Also we can say it is an integer. So we can say closure property does not holds good, or we can say closure property is not true for subtraction in case of whole numbers. Next one is closure property for multiplication. Okay, when we multiply two whole numbers, we'll take one example. 3 into 7 is equal to 21. 3 sevens are 21. See, 3 is also a whole number, 7 is also a whole number, and 21 is also whole number. So the result is also whole number. So I can say that for multiplication, closure property holds good. Closure property is true for multiplication in case of whole number. Otherwise we can take in general, if A and B are any two whole numbers, their product A into B is also a whole number. Therefore whole numbers are closed under multiplication. If you want, we'll take some more example to understand what is closure property for multiplication. 5 into 5. 5 5s are 25. 5 is also a whole number. The answer is also a whole number. 25 is also a whole number. We'll take one more example. 2 into 1. 2 is also a whole number. 1 is also a whole number. The result, 2 ones are 2. That is also a whole number. So we can say closure property for multiplication holds good. Next one is closure property for division. Closure property for division, or we can say lastly, let us take division. When we divide two numbers, let us say 5, we are dividing by 8. We are going to get 5 upon 8. It's not a whole number. It is a fraction, which is a rational number. 5 upon 8, which is a rational number. If you divide this 5 divided by 8, if you divide this number, we'll get a decimal. So we can say that closure property for division also not holds good, or we can say closure property is not true for division in case of whole numbers. We already learned what is the definition of whole numbers. Whole numbers must be start from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 till infinity. Here in this case of division, 5 divided by 8, here we are getting decimal number. So division is not holds good for whole numbers. Next, closure property is not true for division. In case of what? In case of whole numbers. So we say that for addition, multiplication, closure property is true. Let me repeat once again. Closure property for addition and multiplication is true, but for subtraction and division it is not true. So in today's class, we learnt about number system, definition of rational numbers, and closure property for whole numbers in addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. Dear students, you can take some more examples and try at home. Thank you.